Hi Lisa, this is Ann Kullberg, and this is your Ann's take on your three pieces that you entered into CP Treasures. We're going to look at all three real quickly and then dig in. So this one is Girl on the Move, and then we have Epic Emma. What a great title! And then Little Miss Sunshine, and this is the one that we chose to include in Hidden Treasures. So let's go back. So I saw on the dates that these, actually let me go back, these two were both done in 2022. This was this year, 2023. And I can see that you lightened your pressure considerably, which is almost always a good thing. But your skin tones, oh, maybe I should start the other way. I'm not sure which one to start with. Okay, you lightened, let me just keep going. You lightened your pressure considerably. Your drawing skills have improved over last year. This is a beautifully drawn eye. Nose is perfection. Look at that ear. Both ears. Perfect. Gosh, those ears are nice. The fabric, very well done. Nice folds. You're a little bit shy on your values. Everything is too light on this one. I feel like everything's just when you lighten your pressure, what you have to do is either get more dense, so have a smaller stroke, or more layers in order to really get the full range of value. And I feel you haven't quite done that. So the skin tones to me are quite yellow and underdone, but overall, I'd say the value is underdone, like you quit a little too soon. The darkest thing in the piece is right over here, I believe. I'm not even sure, that maybe a little section right here. Gosh, those eyes are nice too. The eyelashes are a tiny bit, like they're a little. It's really hard to draw eyelashes individual hairs because the pencil point's always going to be fatter than a hair. So it's better if you do sort of like, don't lift the pencil and just do like a sketchy motion of lashes with a real light color, and then you can add a hair or two on top of that with the darker color. But anyway, I'd say what the thing besides the skin tones and sort of overall the values are a little too light. The hair, we're going to talk about that on all three of these pieces. But what I want you to do is to take a pencil and even a graphite pencil, and on a piece of paper, I want you to just use your wrist to draw beautiful curves. Curve, curve, curve. Now take that same wrist motion and do sort of like a sideways S. And do that with a relaxed wrist and see if you can make those lines a little more elegant and lyrical. They're a little tiny bit, tortured, not tortured, that's too strong a word, but some of them are nice. This one is nice, but they're not quite, I think you know what I mean. Gosh, some of these are really nice, but then something like this kind of hair just kind of really do that. So practice that. Anyway, all right, that's enough on that. Now, I have to say, I absolutely love this. In fact, I think I have to go with this one. This is the one we chose. And I'm telling you, I love this face. I love these skin tones. I love the nose. Your drawing skills are very, very good. Great eyes, wonderful eyebrows. People struggle so with eyebrows, but man, you got those. The crease of the eye, nice and dark. Inside corner, there and well drawn. Mouth, it is really, really, really nice. The neck skin tones seem a little underdone, especially because, I don't know, generally necks are a little bit darker, you have a little more shadow. I see a little shadow here, but it's pretty yellow. Actually, the whole, all of these are kind of yellow skin tones. But that face, that expression, I so would have liked to put this in CP Treasures. But there are sections that just aren't quite there. So that this background is just not, it's just not up to par to the face. So what I'm going to, pick on now is not to say that you can't do it. It's more like you didn't do it. You know what I mean? Like you just decided, it feels like, that this was enough for the background. But I have to tell you that what the weakest element in a painting or in a drawing colors the entire piece. Like, no matter how fantastic this is, if this falls down, this does too. So don't make backgrounds unimportant. I start with the background. That way I give it my full focus, and I don't allow myself to go to the face until I finish the background. Great hat, but again, it feels like it's a little bit underdone. Love the colors. I think really all it needs is like a white or a pink or a light pink to go over it so that the strokes are less noticeable. Yeah, and the hair from the chin up works really well. From the chin down, it doesn't work as well. It's that same sort of elegance of line that you need to work on. This is just a little rough. They're not quite. It feels to me like you're drawing with your hand, your fingers, I mean. And when you do curves with your fingers, they never look good. Draw them with your wrist. And then like this stitching, I would have left it off if it wasn't going to be really accurate and in the right place. And then this over here. Okay, so this must be her shirt. So I guess this is her arm. I don't know. This kind of falls apart down here a little bit. And again, I might have cropped this. You know, if you're having trouble seeing what's down there, just crop. If you can't, make something up at the bottom that doesn't work, like on this shoulder, then just crop. But yeah, I really feel like that this should echo. There should be symmetry here. And sometimes I've actually taken a photo and just like mirrored it, mirrored and flipped so that one side mimics the other side, to bring that balance. Because yeah, that's an unfortunate blue area. It's the only blue, in the whole piece, and your eye goes there, and there's no reason to do that. When everything, when this is so, so captivating. I mean, I love this face so much, Lisa. Yeah, very nice. And this too, I mean, great skin tones, very warm, nice freckles. The freckles are not overdone. They don't look like dots that are sitting on top. Your eyes are nice, mouth is nice, and that's not an easy mouth to do at that angle. But the hair, I think you're using too heavy a touch with the hair, for one thing. And then the hat, I know the straw hats are not easy. I've done them, but I think it needed either more attention or less attention. Like maybe just get rid of the texture altogether and don't make a straw hat. Make it a felt hat. If you're not confident in being able to make a straw, that's okay. It's your piece. Nobody needs to know what the reference photo looked like. And similarly, this down here, all that work, and you did a nice job. And unless it's like super important, I mean, you do title this Epic Emma, and maybe that's a nod to the epicness of Emma. But if not, if it just happens to be on her t-shirt, I would not draw that in, because there's a lot of attention being pulled down to the bottom, and there's no need to when that's just such an adorable face on Emma. Same thing here, the background. I mean, really, why is it there? Cut it off more if it's just going to be like a hassle to do. Or I think you worked on colored ground here, maybe not. Or work on colored ground if backgrounds aren't going to be your thing. Also here, all of this, just not, I don't care what the photo said. That is not necessary. You could have echoed over here what you did here, because this actually works quite well, as do these shapes. They're big enough. They're not that high in contrast, whereas all of this has a lot of contrast, so your eye just automatically wants to go there. So yeah, you're almost there with this one. This one is so darn close. I mean, that face. You did a beautiful job. So anyway, hope that helps, Lisa. Thanks. Look forward to seeing this in Hidden Treasures. All right, bye-bye.